I have got some big bowls of lovely, gorgeous dough here. They've been proving overnight. Look at that. So all I need to do is just prep them to go into their bannetons. All that lovely dough. It's going to take, with this one, I'm just going to slowly and gently pull it together. Just so that I can bring her into a ball that I can pick up. Take it in my hand, and then I'm going to roll her in some seeds to then place her into my banneton, and then rest of the seeds over the top. So you don't need any extra rice flour, because the seeds are creating that non-stick barrier for you between the dough and the banneton. There we go. So she's going to have shower cap back on and into the fridge until I'm ready to do something with her later. So dough number 2. Once again, loving the dough. Look at that. Oh, it's just like cathedral spires. All those windows. Windows into the dough. So, again, put all the structure in there. Just going to gently pull it together. I find this just beautiful every day. It's never boring. With this one, I'm just going to roll her into a bowl of just pumpkin seeds. Look at that. Look at all that structure. So we're going to end up with a nice seeded crust. So I'm going to pick her up, place her in there, and add seeds around the sides. Again, she's going to get her shower cap on and back in the fridge. I've just added some extra seeds over the top. And with this one, this last dough, oh, just look at that. It's just glorious. With this one, we're going to go for an oaty crust. The smell, when you start to handle the dough, you get the smell comes up from the dough, and it's just lovely. Just tucking it in, just pulling it together to make it easy to put in my hand. And turn it over. Oh. Again, just look at that. It's just so beautiful. I'm going to roll around in some oats. And with this one, I'm going to use my ceramic banneton. So there she goes. I'm going to add some extra down the side, and that will not only add a lovely crust, it will stop the dough from sticking to the banneton. Shower cap on, in the fridge, and play with it later. Here's my morning. Here they are, my 3 prepped and happy babies. Time for the fridge and play with them later. My 2 seeded doughs. So they've now been in the fridge for 8 hours. I'm going to turn them out, try and score a little bit between the seeds, and then bake them from a cold start. So my pans have already got parchment paper in them. Look at that. What a beautiful crust that is. So just gonna slice through them a bit without disturbing them too much, with of course my very beautiful lame. Whoop. There we go. Not the easiest thing to do through the seeds, but it needs a bit of something, otherwise it might crack elsewhere. So that's the first one. It's going to have its lid on, and turn this one out. And luckily I have 2 ovens, so I can bake them both at the same time. Look at that. How's that for a crust? Again, let's just try and give it a bit of something. So for cold baking, put them in the oven. The oven has not been on, it hasn't preheated. So put the pot in the oven and then turn the oven on. Turn it up to 240, and my oven is fan assisted, so turn it up to 240 fan. Put the timer on for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes I turn it down to 220. Put the timer on for another 30 minutes. So it's in there for 60-minute total from a cold start. So let's see what they do. And then we'll come back and play with the oaty one in a minute. Well, in 60 minutes. Dough, I'm going to try turning it out and making my master recipe rolls, my final proof master recipe rolls, with the oats already on it, as opposed to adding them once it's cut. So this isn't sharp edge, it's perfect for the dough, but it means therefore that we're losing some of the oats rather than it slicing through them. Look at that. It's just so pretty like that. So I'm going to place them on a baking tray, bake them. Because the oven's already been on, I'm going to bake them at 220 degrees fan for 20 to 25 minutes, and we'll see what outcome we get. Okay, back in a minute. They are all on the pan. Not very evenly laid out, but if they grow and attach to each other, it's easy enough to separate them later.